Hi Leo, Sun, Moon, Ascendant, or Venus. This is Dane, and I'm going to be doing your December 1st to the 15th, 2020 reading for you. Now I ask if this reading resonates with you. Don't forget to give it a thumbs up, and also to subscribe to my channel. And if you would like to be notified whenever I upload new videos, and I upload all the time, just hit the bell notification button. And if you're interested in any of the cards that I'm using, they will be located in the description box below. Now before we begin this reading, let us clear the energy space, raising our own energy vibration and releasing any negativity. So take a nice deep breath in, exhaling whenever it feels comfortable for you. Releasing all negativity from your body like storm clouds. Letting yourself feel calm, centered, and at peace as you enter into this safe and loving space. Let's let the bowls sing as we see what the tarot has to say. Leo, December 1st to the 15th, 2020 Leo. 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 Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly, angels and spirit guides. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. Angels and spirit guides. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. Fantastic. Let's see what your chakra energy is for this time. Leo, December 1st to the 15th, 2020 Leo. December 1st to the 15th, 2020 Leo. December 1st to the 15th, 2020 Leo. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. Fantastic. We have the solar plexus chakra, determination. The earth star chakra, located 6 inches below your feet, nurturing. And then we have the earth star chakra, once again, rebirth. And we'll see how this equates to the tarot in just a moment. So we have the 3 of Wands, the Page of Swords, the Magician, the 7 of Swords, the Queen of Wands, that's you, Leo shining through, crowning your heart as a queen. You have the Hermit, Virgo energy. Time frame is August 23rd to September 22nd. The Page of Swords is air sign energy, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. You have the Queen of Pentacles, earth sign energy, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. The 5 of Swords. The Page of Pentacles. The 4 of Swords. The 3 of Pentacles. The 8 of Swords. Okay, there's a lot of getting in your own mind during this time, but there's a karmic debt that you are really looking at, and you're kind of freeing yourself from it during this time. You're seeing where it is that you want to be. You're looking at a new horizon, which is really quite beautiful. Okay. Yeah. So let's talk about, okay. Let's see how your chakra energy and what your chakra energy has to say about this time as it equates to the tarot. So we have here determination. This is feeling like you're swimming upstream. And a lot of you Leos do feel as if you are swimming upstream, as if, there's this challenge that's just out of your reach that you are looking for, that you are looking to come to the conclusion of. And so here there's this determination that is driving you forward. And there's a lot of emotional waters that you are swimming against during this time to say, this is where I stand, this is what I want, this is where I need to be. Doubts and fears do come into play, but there's a power that guides you forward towards something more. And as you embrace this, you are embracing a nurturing of your heart, of your soul, of what you desire. There's a nurturing of you as you move forward, of where you want to be, of how you want your world to kind of coalesce around you, and how you want to move yourself forward into the next stage of your existence. Because you do have the page energy here as well as the queen energy. And plus you have the magician. So this is just absolutely beautiful with you grabbing your power, seeing your truth, knowing what it is that you desire. There's moments of clarity that come through. And then we have rebirth, which is, again, the Earth Star Chakra. And this is saying that you are embracing being reborn into your power, into what it is that you desire, into your way forward. And as you are reborn, you see things more clearly for yourself. You're embracing the youthful energy of the page, the student energy of the page, and the master energy of the queen. It's kind of like, I know what I'm doing, I know where I'm headed, I know what I desire. And that duality of energy here, that student and that teacher energy, is really moving you forward to the next level. It is helping you gain a clarity. And let me just move my camera down just a little bit so you can see just a bit better. Okay. Now let's see here the people who will be aiding you during this time. All right. Leo, December 1st to the 15th, 2020, Leo. Who will be aiding Leo? December 1st to the 15th, 2020, Leo. Who will be aiding Leo? December 1st to the 15th, 2020, Leo. Who will be aiding Leo? Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. Fantastic. So we have here the Prince of Pentacles, Earth sign energy, slowly and steadily moving yourself forward in your prosperity, in your abundance, in where it is that you need to be for yourself. And then we have here, this is what that person does. So Spirit is saying this person helps you see the steady foundational truth that you are building within your life. It doesn't mean that they have to be an earth sign energy, though they very well may be. This is a person who is very down to earth, very centered, very much looking at the bigger picture. And as they look at the bigger picture, they inspire you. And this is somebody who knows, it is never going to happen overnight. Rome wasn't built in a day, and Rome didn't fall in a day. Everything takes time. And so here you're embracing that time, that energy, that connection, and that commitment. And it brings you to the Lord. So here the Lord is Aries energy, time frame March 21st to April 19th. This is a person of power. This is a person who knows their throne, knows where they sit, knows what they stand for. They might very well say, I don't know everything, or to the lines of, I'm not fit to rule, but I'm not going to have anybody rule over me. Meaning, I'm not perfect. I'm not always going to make the right decisions, but I'm not going to have anybody else dictate my life. And Leo, that very much resonates true with you. And plus, fire sign energy calls to fire sign energy. This is passion. This is truth. This is prosperity forward that you are embracing. And as you embrace this, you then have the Prince of Wands, which is the Knight of Wands in the Rider-Waite-Smith deck. This is somebody who is passionately moving forward in passion, in determination, in knowledge, in understanding. And again, fire sign energy calls to fire sign energy. This is a person who brings forward inspiration to you, who really shows you, how your passion, how your fire can lead you forward to what is more within your life and what it is that you truly desire. There's a sense of movement here, and there's a sense of claiming what is rightfully yours and not sitting there and saying, okay, I'll let somebody else do this. It's like, no, this is my time, this is my dedication, this is my passion, and this is how I'm moving forward. And as you embrace this determination, and these people help you, embrace this determination. They don't have to be people that you know in real life. These can be people who inspire you through any form of media, through any form of sharing of information, and they embody this very down-to-earth, this very intense energy of the Prince of Pentacles, of the Lord, and of the Prince of Wands, this sense of moving forward in your prosperity, moving forward in your passion, and saying, this is my life. I claim my prosperity. And here we have the Three of Wands, which at the bottom it says freedom. So you are embracing freedom. You're embracing what it is that you desire, but you're also seeing new horizons. You're seeing the world open up to you a bit more. And what's more importantly, you're seeing yourself open to the world. Where is it that you want to be? How is it that you want to move forward? What is it that you desire? And how is that emboldening and really embracing you as an individual? And this leads you, okay, as you're looking at things, it's like, okay, well, how do I want to move forward? Where is it that I want to be? How is it that I want to embrace my grace? It leads you to being a student of your mind. It says vigilance. I was going to say vigilant. I don't know what I was going to say, but it's like diligence. That's what I was going to say, but with a V. It's having diligence in your vision for the future. And it's also being vigilant within yourself, with what you want, with where it is that you want to be, for how it is that you want to move forward. And what you're looking at here is you're being a student of your mind. You're being a student of how you can spread your wings, of how you can fly forward, of what it is that you truly want, soul and self, to embrace, to embody, and to move towards your grace. And as you're opening up this student path, you have the Magician, which says mastery. The Magician is this place of embracing the four elemental truths of yourself. The four elemental truths of yourself, Leo, are your passion, your fire. I mean, that's what you're born under. So that's what comes through right away. And then we have the air sign energy, knowledge, the sword. It's what forges us. And it's how we're trained to use it. Because our minds can be can be the most powerful weapon, right? Or, you can sit there and say, oh, well, that person's wasting their mind. And we can see it in people when they are and when they aren't. And so here it's honing that sword. It's forging your knowledge, forging your energy forward, forging your purpose. And it leads you then to the earth sign energy of the pentacles, your rooted self, the earth that feeds you, the ground that you walk upon. It's like this is the nourishing essence of yourself and your foundational self. And then it also leads you to water, the quenching of thirst, the river that flows through our body, which is, our blood, the ocean that lies within us, our emotions, our soul's understanding, our deeper grace. And as we embrace these elemental truths, okay, also the fire that burns within you, Leo, this is your core self, right? And the core of the earth, it warms the earth. The sun warms the earth. And this passion, it warms you. It emboldens you. It brightens you. And as you are standing before the altar of your existence, as you're saying, this is who I am, this is what I want, this is what I've looked and worked long and hard for, you have the Seven of Swords. And the Seven of Swords, here it says betrayal. But the way I see the Seven of Swords is, yes, you have been betrayed. And there are things that you need to leave behind. You're gathering up your information. You're gathering up your knowledge. All right? And you are moving forward. Some things, they need to be left behind. It's like, enough is enough. I'm done. And as you move forward in your knowledge, as you move forward in your determination, you're looking at things. And people might say, why are you doing this? Why are you changing your mind like this? Why are you moving forward this way, Leo? And it's because it's for you. You don't have to share everything with everyone 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. You share what needs to be known. And you move forward in the knowledge for yourself. It's kind of like you're building something. Have you ever noticed, and I know I most definitely have, it's kind of like the more you talk about something, the further you get from it. But if you don't talk about something, you just focus on the doing, the closer you get to it. And that's what the Seven of Swords is about. It's about that energy, those moments where we're not sitting there trying to impress anybody or everybody. And we're taking our knowledge, we're taking our truth, and we are moving forward. And as we move forward, we embrace our passion. We embrace our determination. We embrace the fire that is us. And as we embrace this fire, as we embrace this truth, it is simply our grace that moves us forward within our hearts. So here we have passion. And Leo, that really is what drives you during this time. You have this passion to achieve, to succeed, to move forward. You have two queens here, okay? So this is very much an introverted time for you, where you're looking at what you desire, what you need. You're looking at your power, your way forward. You have two pages here during this time. All right, so you're being a student of your mind, but also a student of your prosperity. Here, you're a queen of your passion. You're a queen of your fire. You're not afraid to roll up your sleeves. You're not afraid to go after what it is that you desire. You're not afraid to put in the hard work and the effort and the time. And it leads you then to the Hermit, to wisdom, to turning inward, and to saying, this is what I want. This is what I need. This is where I want to be within my life. And there is nothing, and there is no one who's going to stop me, who's going to silence me, because I am turning inward. And as I turn inward, it's like as you are a student of your prosperity, you turn inward and you see the magic that is before you. Now, if you believe in conjuring magic, then that conjuring magic starts to grow. For me, it is the God's head within. Brahma said, I hide the God's head within man, because that is the one place he will not look for it. And you see that motif in religions throughout the whole entire world and throughout time, that power lies within, and we simply do not see it. We look outward. We look for other people. We look for other things that will complete us, that will move us forward, that will bring us the passion that we want, but it lies within us. And that is what you're seeing here with the Hermit. You're seeing this passion. You're seeing this dedication. You're seeing this knowledge that moves you forward. And you're embracing this grace. You're embracing this truth. And it's opening up doors. Instead of your heart looking for everything outside, you're turning inward. And that's what the queens also say. It's like you will find more within you. You will find more through individual power than you will almost anywhere else. And it's not saying family and friends don't matter at all. But it's saying that once we understand the complexity and the truth and the power of ourselves, the world opens in a way that seemed unbelievable before. And this is a connection with that grace. And it moves you then to the Queen of Pentacles. It moves you to growth. It moves you to prosperity. It moves you to seeing an interconnectedness in things that had once been overlooked. And as you see that interconnectedness, as you see that power, as you see that passion, doors start to open. And you start to open to a greater truth. You start to open to a greater desire forward. And it's like, oh, well, that's what it meant. Oh, well, that's the seed that I want to plant. Oh, that's what I'm nurturing within me. It's like, oh, wow, I didn't see that before. I didn't see it as clearly as I do now. But now that you see it, you are empowered by it. And as you are empowered by it, you grow through it. And it's like, this is where I stand. This is what I want. And your fire, all right, it's, you know when you plant a seed and you have it in a little pot, right? And there is this sense here of prosperity that grows. No seed can grow without sunlight. Or, yeah, I'm pretty sure that's true. You need sunlight to nurture it. I mean, you could have mushrooms that grow and stuff like that. But for trees, for flowers, for fruit and herbs, you need the sunlight. You need the sunlight to have it grow. So you have that sunlight shining down as you turn inward, and it's magnified as you turn inward to have an even greater light. And then it brings you to the Five of Swords. The Five of Swords is conflict. For me, the Five of Swords is a debt that's either handed down through your DNA line. It's like, oh, we're always like this. It's always like this. We always go through this. And you're looking at it and you're saying, well, why? Why does it have to be that I inherit this hurt, this pain, this disappointment, this anger, this upset? And it is also, what we inherit through our past life selves. It's like this lesson that I am learning, this passion that is moving me forward. I'm not who I once was. And who I am today is a powerful, brilliant person. And you're going to see things. The Five of Swords sometimes brings moments to our lives where you think, wow, I know that person. I've dealt with that person before. I could change their names. Well, no, not you could change their names, but their names have been changed. But if I start describing this one person that I dealt with before to the person that I'm dealing with now, they would almost be identical. The situation that I dealt with before and the situation that I'm dealing with now, they could almost be identical. And you're looking at it. And your mind is kind of at times playing tricks with you because it's like, well, you've already handled the situation because you're rooted during this time in your mind. So you have a tendency to really kind of turn too inward, right? You have the queens here that say turn inward. It's the directors behind the scenes, kind of like look at things. You don't want to be center stage. And then you have the hermit, which is turning inward, listening to your heart, listening to your soul, listening to yourself. You're being a student. You're taking in knowledge. You're seeing how you digest it. And the mind takes over. Now the mind is leading you out of betrayal. It is leading you to face conflict, okay, that has held you back. Situations that have been pivotal roles for you, pivotal moments in your existence, in the movie that is your life. And you're looking at things, you're saying, well, you know what, I'm not going to handle it that way anymore. I'm not going to be like that anymore or deal with people like that anymore. And you see a greater truth come forward. And then there's this sense here of, as you're seeing this, there's this part of you that's like, oh no, I'm trapped. I can't get out of where I am now. There is no change. There is no betterment forward. There is nothing here that can guide me to greatness, that can lead me to where it is that I want to be. And that's what you have to be very mindful of. I know I just jumped straight ahead, but Spirit was saying, talk about the swords. And the Eight of Swords is that doubt, that fear, that cage. And the Eight of Swords is sitting there and looking at it and saying, I don't know how to move forward. I don't know where it is that I want to be. I don't know what it is that I desire. And as you're questioning, and as we question as human beings, and we get too much in our own minds, and we sit there and we overanalyze, we overthink, and we're like, oh my gosh, I just can't. You're going to find that you can. You're going to find that if you lift the blindfold from your eyes, that you are not caged, that you are not trapped. But the thing to be mindful of, and why Spirit had me skip ahead to the Eight of Swords, is that people can spend, and do spend, their whole lives in the Eight of Swords, in doubts, in fears, in anger, in upset, in feeling trapped, as if I just can't move forward to the place that I need to be, to the place that I want to be, body, mind, spirit, and soul. And so here, that is what roots you in the public arena. There is this sense of fear, but there is new experiences that are coming your way. There is a sense of planting the seeds, of looking what it is that you desire, taking in information that broadens your horizon, that has you looking at things more openly, more honestly, more truthfully, more passionately, more powerfully for you. And as you're looking at this, you're looking at yourself, you're looking at your soul, and you're saying, what is it that I need to move me forward in the power, in the beauty, in the brilliance that I want, that I desire, that is me? And so you take this in. You take in the seeds, you take in the passion, you take in the brilliance. And you're looking at it more openly, more honestly. You're being a student of the prosperity. You're being a student of the multitude of ways that you can move forward. The fact that you're not going to be restricted anymore, confined, and, kept small. It's like, no, there's many, many, many more ways forward than I could even have imagined. And it leads you to the Four of Swords. The Four of Swords is recuperation, but the Four of Swords is seeing every single battle, hardship, pain, disappointment that you have been through. And instead of saying, wow, life stinks. It's so hard. It's so overwhelming. I can't ever get ahead. The Four of Swords is saying, look at what I've come through. Look at the fact that I'm still standing, that I'm still here. Look at the power that is within me, that is a part of me, that is guiding me forward. I embrace that power. I embrace that truth. I embrace the grace that is myself. And the Four of Swords is extraordinary because the Four of Swords is paying homage to you. So it's, as you're a student of your prosperity, pay homage to the roads that you have walked, to the lessons that you have learned, to the knowledge that you have gained. And it leads you to the Three of Pentacles. And the Three of Pentacles is recognition. It is recognizing the prosperity that crowns you. It is recognizing your hard work. While other people try to take credit for everything that you've done and all the work and the effort and the passion and the beauty that you've put into things, yes, they will. Because people are just like that. They like to sit there and say, oh, well, I really helped you do that, didn't I? And you're looking at them and you're like, I don't even know you. What the heck is wrong with you? And so here it is looking at the prosperity that shines down on you, the passion, the brilliance, the beauty that is leading you forward. And it's saying, if it wasn't for all the hardship that I've been through, I wouldn't see this blessing for what it is. I wouldn't see the grace for what it is. And you have the repeat of the number 3 here. Divinity is blessing you. Divinity is moving you forward towards more than you imagined, towards, at times, more than you desire. You're like sitting there and you're like, well, wait, hold up, just a minute. Like, let's put the brakes on things. Let me see how I want to move. But life is coming fast. And your mind will get in the way. And there's a sense here, again, of having to break that chain, having to break that cage, having to break that pattern. And it's like, no, I'm not defined by failures, by hardship, by pain, by disappointment, by anger, by upset, by upheaval. I am defined by the greatness of me. And I will not be trapped within my mind. And this happens. This happens to the best of us. This happens to the worst of us. This happens to everybody in between. There is a sense of, we use past experiences to judge things, to gauge things, to see how we move forward. And so here, with the 8 of Swords, we're looking at the past. And yes, the past is a good judge for the future, but it's not the judge of the future. And it's looking at things, and it's seeing everything that has defined you, the good and the bad. And it's also looking at the negativity that has been spoken over you, that has taken seed within your mind, and saying, no, you don't get to define me anymore. You don't get to be the cage of doubt that I put myself in and say, see, you can't succeed. You can't move forward. Because I can. I can, and I am. So let's go deeper. Leo. Ooh, that was loud. December 1st to the 15th, 2020, Leo. December 1st to the 15th, 2020, Leo. December 1st to the 15th, 2020, Leo. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. Angels and spirit guides. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Can you see over here? Okay, you have 2 extras. And I'll move this all over because I don't like them over there. So let's move this way. And then let's see the people who you need to be mindful of during this time, Leo. Who are the people that Leo needs to be mindful of? December 1st to the 15th, 2020, Leo. Who are the people that Leo needs to be mindful of? December 1st to the 15th, 2020, Leo. Who are the people that Leo needs to be mindful of? December 1st to the 15th, 2020, Leo. Angels and spirit guides. Ooh, okay. That was boisterous. Show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. All right. So we're starting here with Justice. This is a Libra energy, time frame, September 23rd to October 22nd. This is a person who is too into the letter of the law. It's kind of like, it says it just like this. It has to be done just like this. There are no excuses. There are no, exceptions. This is the way it is. And for you, Leo, that's not the way you look at things. You don't look at things as, white print, black page. You look at things as a myriad of understanding, of emotions and of truth. And so here, just be very mindful that there is going to be somebody during this time that's this is the way it is, this is the way it needs to be. There are no exceptions, and that's just that. You're going to butt heads with them, most definitely. And then we have here the Sagittarius energy, time frame November 22nd to December 21st. This is a person who's really in their own head and they're in their own world. They're figuring stuff out for themselves. They're, kind of going deeper and deeper and deeper and deeper into their own mind. And you're going to be inspired by them. There is a way that they share their information, but they're not really going to be into always sharing it or, showing you how. They're into the exploration simply of themselves. And so that is also going to be somebody that you need to be just a bit mindful of, because you are going to want to kind of go deeper with them, and they're just not going to be there. They're not going to be there to kind of guide you forward. And then we have the King of Cups, water sign energy, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. But remember, none of these cards have to be to just one certain sign. They're the emotion, they're the energy around the person that you are dealing with. And with the King of Cups, this is a person who is astoundingly egocentric. Astoundingly. They might have a very big dog, that they love and that loves them, but they are astoundingly egocentric when it comes to people. And they also have a way of just pulling you into their drama, just pulling you in. And if you like drama, okay, be careful. Be careful, because this person will weave this whole web and just get you so ensnared. Even if you don't like drama, this is what the person does. They're just weaving this web. They want you to agree with them. They want you to, understand them, to, see exactly what they're seeing. And this is a time where you need to step back and you need to say, you know what? I understand that you're hurting. I love you. If you know the person, if you don't know the person, and you're just getting caught up in their drama, stepping back and saying, you know what, this isn't my world. Why am I getting so invested into it? So stepping back and just saying, okay, you get to have this drama. I can be here for you if you need me, but I'm not going down this path. I'm not being dragged down into this chaos. So we have here the Eight of Cups, the Page of Pentacles, and the High Priestess. We have the White card. Interesting. The Star, which is Aquarius energy, time frame January 20th to February 18th. The Nine of Wands. The King of Swords. The Two of Swords. Oh, wow. And the Page of Swords. So you're definitely a warrior during this time, embracing your passion, embracing your power, embracing what it is that you desire, and the knowledge of your mind. And then we have the Queen of Pentacles and the Sun. So with prosperity comes bounty and brilliance and joy. So here we start off with the Eight of Cups. This is walking away from what you once thought you would love. As new horizons come, and as you become a student of your heart, your soul, yourself, your desires, your mind, as you look at things and embrace more knowledge, more understanding, more depth, you start to see what doesn't fit. It's like, no, this isn't right. And as hard as you try, you can't make it fit. It's kind of like Cinderella's slipper. You can't make the slipper fit if it doesn't fit. And in the old tale of Cinderella, one of the stepsisters cut off the front of her foot, the other cut off the back of her foot. It doesn't matter how you try to make something fit that doesn't fit. It doesn't matter how you try to change yourself. It won't work. And so here, there is a sense of really looking in and saying, no, I can't do this anymore. And what's more important, you don't want to. And it moves you to being a student of your prosperity as you embrace the magician, as you embrace having these gifts around you, as you embrace this passion and this dedication and this determination. You become a student of your prosperity, of the way that you want to move forward, of your bounty, and of your greater desire for your prosperous truth, of the seeds that you want to plant, and the intricacy that you are forging within your life, that you are sculpting into your existence. And it makes you really connect with the High Priestess. And it's over Yeah, it's over the Seven of Swords. It's over the sense. And I love this imagery because it's like the serene, kind of compassionate deity right in the middle. And you have the person meditating. And then you have the people worrying on the sides. So it's like, okay, you have two options, right? You can either spend life worrying, or you can step back and you can say, no, I'm connecting with a higher truth. I am acknowledging that the veil is being lifted from my eyes. And I'm seeing beyond the veil. And I'm acknowledging that there's a veil, that I don't always see the truth. I don't always see as clearly and as, precisely and as purely as I would want to. And now I embrace this greater truth, this greater power, and I embrace me. And so here, there's this sense of knowledge coming in, but of healing and of power coming forward. And it's a spiritual power, it's a spiritual healing. And what's so cool is that you have the magician in the main part of the reading, and now you have the high priestess, and that's the power couple of spirituality. So you have this power couple of spirituality moving you forward. And it's like you're embracing, standing before the altar of your existence with the magician and saying, this is the passion that I stand for, this is the truth. And then with the high priestess, it's like, this is my sacredness. This is what I don't need to share with everybody else. This is the truth for me. And it doesn't matter if people understand or if they don't. This is my power and my brilliance. And it leads you to the white card. And it's like, right here, it's like the connection with the mind, the connection with the soul, that like breathe out is what I'm seeing here. And what Spirit is saying, it's like breathe out. As you are the queen of your passion, of your brilliance, of your truth, as you turn inward, as you sit and embrace your prosperity, your abundance, you are looking at things and it's like breathe out because there's greatness that's coming. Breathe out so that you can take in this brilliance and this determination and this power. Breathe out. And you will find yourself moving forward in a way that you hadn't imagined. And as you do so, then as the prosperity comes, as the Queen of Pentacles comes forward, the star comes in. And the star is the highest form of man's perfection. The star is what our ancestors looked up into the sky and saw just an expanse of brilliance. And they felt awed and they felt small and they felt greatness above them. It's what they guided their ships by and what they guided their paths by. They built monuments to the stars. They constructed legends and myths and truths and, calculated their lives, as we still do today. And here, it's like looking up at the highest form of your perfection, looking up at what it is that you most desire. But it's also when you wish upon a star, when divinity sees exactly who you are, exactly what you want, exactly what you desire. It's not what we cross our fingers for. It's not what we say, oh, please, oh, please, oh, please. It's like the greater truth of ourselves, the greater passion, the greater power, the greater brilliance. And it opens us up. And it opens us up to so much more. And that's what you're seeing here, Leo. You're seeing that divinity is looking at you and seeing inside of what you truly want within your life. And it might be something that's even a bit hard to admit to yourself. It's like, this is what I want. This is what I need for me. And it brings you to the Nine of Wands. And the Nine of Wands, over conflict. It's like, you know what? I can't listen to everybody else. I can't listen to what everybody else has to say, what everybody else demands. I need to stand in my truth. And I need to have these walls, the walls of my house, the walls that house my soul, my body, keeping out the negativity as I walk forward in my passion, in my power, in my brilliance, in my truth, in my understanding. And then you have this warrior line right here, which is exquisite because it's over the Page of Pentacles and the Four of Swords. So it's over the being student of your prosperity and the paying homage to everything that you have been through. You then see the King of Swords and you embrace the King of Swords. Now this is air sign energy, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, strong Aquarius energy here. You are cutting through doubts and fears. You're knowing your mind. You are embracing the warrior king. And you are saying, this is what I desire within my life. This is my passion. This is my truth. This is my brilliance. This is me. I will not be held back. I will not be kept silent. This is the truth that I speak within my world. And this is the truth that guides me forward. And as this truth guides me forward, I embrace more knowledge, more wisdom, more understanding than I had ever known. It is through time, effort, and practice that my mind has been honed, that my skills have been honed, that I, hold this sword. Because the sword, back in medieval times, nobody but nobility could own a sword, right? And it took training, it took skill, it took time, it took effort, right? So when you are seen holding a sword, it means that you have elevated yourself to nobility, to this nobility of soul, of self, of power, of understanding, of brilliance, and of truth. It is like, no, I'm not somebody to be ignored. I am powerful within my own right. And it doesn't mean that people have to ooh and ah. It means that you hold yourself well. And you know your mind. You know what it is that you want. Even if you're not always 100% sure. It's like you definitely know what it is that you don't want. All the trials, all the tribulations that you have been through. And as you cut through doubts and fears and you embrace your truth, you move forward and you start to see that the world that was once, left or right, the pathways that you thought were clear, but not really desirable. As you start to pay homage to the prosperity that is around you, okay, to the prosperity that is a part of you, and that you have worked so hard to build, you then have greater paths open up to you. The way that you thought it was going to be. It's like this path or this path. It's the way it always is. It's the way it always has to be. You're going to start to see more paths open up to you. More ways forward. More than you had imagined. And then it brings you, because you're crowned with being a king, and you're rooted with being a page, a student. So at your root, you are learning as you face here the restrictions, the resistance of the mind to say, oh no, you're still caged. Oh no, you're still small. Oh no, you can't possibly. And it's like, oh yes, I can. I cut through doubts and fears. I know where it is that I want to stand. I'm seeking, I'm looking. And you had the Page of Swords in the main reading and your inner self. And now you have it here at your root in your public arena. And it's like, oh no, I'm learning so much more than I could ever have realized. And it brings you to prosperity. It brings you to holding your prosperity. And again, having this be something sacred, something private. You have the Queen of Pentacles already as a part of you. It's like, this is my prosperity. This is what I'm growing in the main part of your reading, in your heart. And you have it come through again in your bonus card. It's like, this is what I want for my life. This is the prosperity that I am building within myself. And I have the sun shining on me. This beauty, this abundance, this success, this brilliance shining on me and guiding my path. And others are going to want to put out your abundance. Others are going to want to take you by eyes. Don't let them. This has been well earned. And people sit there and say, well, why not me? And it's like, well, why not me? Why do not I get that success? Do not let people try and rob away your bounty, your brilliance, and your prosperity. Embrace it. Embrace this fire. Embrace this warmth. Embrace this truth. Embrace this glory. And move forward in it. Because the sun is the happiest card in the whole entire deck. And the sun comes with your prosperity. It's like the prosperity is your happiness. Your happiness is the prosperity. It's wealth, or what you value as much as money. And it's like, this is my time. This is me. And there's a wealth here beyond imagining. And again, it doesn't have to be, financial wealth. It is something where you look at it and where you see what you're doing and you're like, yeah, that's my purpose. That's why I'm here. That's why I'm here. And you might not know how much time you have, how long this will be, but you know that this is one of the main reasons that you're on this earth. And it's powerful for you. It just is. And it has your soul radiating with brilliance and joy and understanding and truth, that others will look at you and be like, well, what the heck do you have that I don't? And it's like it's purpose. It's purpose, and it's pride of self. So let's see what your spirit animals have to say. Leo. December 1st to the 15th, 2020, Leo. December 1st to the 15th, 2020, Leo. December 1st to the 15th, 2020, Leo. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. Angels and spirit guides. Angels and spirit guides. We start here with the spider spirit. It says, make your dreams real. Make your dreams a reality. Spin your web of truth. Spin your web, your structural understanding, and move forward in your bounty, in your brilliance, in where it is that you want to stand within your life. And, I know spiders are kind of scary and everything like that, but they're also ecologically, very important. And I always think spider webs are beautiful. They're little pieces of, of silk just left within the world. And so here, it's embracing that. It's embracing that, what you are creating is beautiful, even if everybody doesn't see it. Because, they're arachnes, right? Spiders. And they got their name from this woman, Arachne, that was in Greek mythology. She was just a normal woman, but she wove so brilliantly. She wove so beautifully. And Athena was the goddess of weaving. And I believe it was Athena. And Arachne said, you know what? I spin better than the gods. I'm more talented than the gods. And so, Athena got super mad. And she came down and she's like, we will have a challenge. And I will show you who spins better. Well, it wound up being Arachne. And Athena wasn't going to lose because, Greek gods not good at that at all. And so she turned her into a spider. And she said, let all your days be spent spinning, but let no one look at you. And that's what life can feel like at times. You spend all your days working and spinning and, going towards a goal. And no one notices. No one notices. It's time to notice you. It's time to notice what you are working for. It's time to sit there and say, it's brilliance. It's brilliance and I'm moving forward in it. It's time to connect with your angels and your spirit guides and divinity that's guiding you towards greatness, that's helping you to spin this web, to create this piece of art that others overlook. But they're not always going to overlook it. It doesn't mean fame or fortune or anything like that. It means that people take notice. And that's powerful. It brings you then to the Vulture. And I love this card. It says nothing is wasted. And I don't know about you, but I do know with me there are times in my life where I'm like, why did I have to go through this? It was a waste of my time. It wasted years. It wasted, months, weeks, days, whatever. And it was so hard. Why did I have to be a waste of space for that time or go through something so difficult? And this is when divinity taps you on the shoulder and says, nothing about your life has been a waste of space. Nothing about you has been wasted. There's brilliance within you. Everything you have been through has forged you, like a sword is forged. And there is greatness within you. And you are moving towards that greatness, towards that power. And the way you truly embrace it is to know nothing in your life has ever been or will ever be a waste. And then we have the brown bear spirit. It says, take time out. Take time out to see the passion that you have planted over your heart. Take time out to connect with what you truly love and truly want and truly need. Take time out because there's greatness around you. There really is, Leo. Your subconscious spirit animal message is the horse spirit. Freedom is yours. Freedom is yours. The sense of balancing the practical and the impractical side of you, the sense of looking at what you truly want and moving forward in freedom, in grace, in beauty, and in brilliance. Freedom is yours. It brings you To your subconscious, chakra message, clarity. Clarity of mind, clarity of purpose. The veil being lifted from your eyes. This is the third eye chakra. You're seeing things more clearly, more honestly, more openly for yourself. And as the clarity comes, it can be overwhelming, especially with the high priestess and the magician. It's like, whoa, wait, this is a lot. You might need to tell spirit, okay, I need you to dial this down a bit. I need to take this one step at a time as I move forward. It brings you then to your subconscious people message, which is the Queen of Swords. Right? You have the King of Swords, now you have the Queen of Swords. They're not from the same deck, so they're not as profound together, okay? But they have the same energy to them. And this is being the master of your element, of yourself, of your knowledge, of your truth, of what you've worked so hard for. People might sit there and think you a bit aloof at times, hard to know, or haughty. You're not. You're standing in your elemental truth. And you are letting it mold you, guide you, and move you forward. It brings you to your subconscious tarot message, which is the Three of Swords. This says affairs of the heart. These are the hurts, the pains, and the disappointments that break our hearts. This is the hurt that we keep in the closet, in the back of our minds, and we say, you don't get to define me, but it defines us all the time. It's the negative words that were spoken over us. It's the heartbreak that we experienced. It's the feeling naive or stupid because we trusted somebody we shouldn't have trusted because we loved them so much, or because they were supposed to protect us. And here's the thing, they just couldn't. This is hurt, this is pain, this is the sorrows of life. These are the things that maybe we could have not walked down that road, and maybe it was completely out of our control. But these are the things that we think are so shameful that we lock them away. And we say, oh no, I'm never going to see that. And it doesn't get to have any power over me. And yet it has all the power over us. Because it is our greatest shame. And now it is looking at it and is saying no. No. I don't get to be defined by negativity. I don't get to be defined by my fear and my heartbreak. I get to be defined by beauty and the sun is shining down on me. And so once you face this, once you face the Three of Swords, you face a brilliant truth. And you find yourself breaking a barrier, breaking a cycle to just need it to end. And it brings you to the deeper subconscious message of the Four of Swords. I love that, the three and then the Four of Swords. Paying homage to all the hardship, all the pain, and all the disappointment that you have been through. And seeing that you are moving towards greatness. That it all hasn't been wasted. And you are spinning a web of beauty around you. To move you forward towards the seeds that you have planted within your heart. And this is being open and honest with yourself. To say, it has been so long. It has been so hard. But it has been so beautiful. My life is not a waste. And I am the main character in this movie of my life. And I am brilliant. All right, Leo. I hope this reading has resonated with you. I wish you nothing but light, love, peace, and happiness. May harmony always be with you. I am sending loving, healing energy to each and every one of you. I love you all, and stay safe. Let's end this reading with a meditation, a clearing away of negative energy, a raising of our positive energy as we move forward in our brilliance, in our glory, as we connect with the magic within and around us, and as we are truly empowered to see that we are enough, and we will always be enough. So take a nice deep breath in, exhaling whenever it feels comfortable for you. May you move forward in peace and in harmony, Leo.